Yes, good. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to 10 Luminous Emanations. So, let's begin first with a short meditation to quiet our mind, called Hashkata. So, uncross your legs and hands. If you wish, you can close your eyes. Just let's take a deep breath over our belly. When you inhale, inhale all the way. You can hold for 1 or 2 seconds. Then slowly take all the air out. Everything. Empty your stomach. And when you empty your stomach, right away, inhale again. Hold for 1 or 2 seconds. You can do 3. And then exhale. We like to connect with the power of the moment, the present time. Like to release all of the thoughts that blocked us during the day to cleave ourselves with the Creator. And we'd like to receive new blessings, new messages that will support and guide us with our spiritual work. So while you're doing the exercise, and you're quieting your thoughts, your mind, I'll read a verse from the Tree of Life to connect us to the Tree of Life. One soul, with the Ari, Yitzhak Luria, Rav Ashlag, Rav Brandwein, Rav Keren, all the righteous. לפני הצמצום היה אינסוף ממלא כל המציאות. דע כי טרם שנאצלו הנאצלים ונבראו הנבראים, היה אור עליון פשוט ממלא כל המציאות. ולא היה שום מקום פנוי בבחינת אוויר ריקני וחלל. אלא היה הכל ממולא מן אור אינסוף פשוט ההוא, ולא היה לו לא בחינת ראש ולא בחינת סוף. אלא הכל היה אור א' פשוט שווה בהשוואה א', והוא נקרא אור אין סוף. Let's take another deep breath all over belly. Inhale. When you exhale, you can open your eyes. So I just want to start with one verse, very powerful, that's related with what we study. And there is another verse from the Ari, actually, that's related with the section we study. But this week we know it's a very special week. It's the week of Mishpatim, right? Mishpatim. I hope if you read the Zohar. So I would like to read one verse to connect us with the energy of the week and also connect us with what we study from TLE. So it says, כי תקנה עבד עברי 6 שנים יעבוד ובשביעית יצא לו חופשי חינם. חבריה עידן אכל לגלה כמה רזין תמירין דגלגולה. כי תקנה עבד עברי 6 שנים יעבוד, כד נשמתה התחייביית בגלגולה, אם היא מסיתרא דהוא עבד מתת, דיהו כליל שיט ציטרין כתיב ב6 שנים יעבוד, גלגולין דילה למד חייבה אלא שיט שנין, עד השלימת 6 דרגין מהו אתר דאית נטילת. So the Zohar telling us here, in all of Mishpatim, it's related with reincarnations. So it's looked like there is a story over there, about slavery, about the master, about all of. But the Zohar giving us the insights about the souls that coming back to this world, reincarnate to this world, because of different empty spaces that we created, right? Remember, we studied in TLE that we're supposed to purify our vessel, okay? In order for me, like the desire to receive oneself on, to purify it, in order for me to cleave myself with the light of the Creator, right? So it means it needs to be in my thoughts. Like, we can't think about it all day long, but that's a few times a day I need to remind myself why I'm here, what I'm doing today, what I'm doing, right? What is my job? So when Rabbi Shimon says this is the time, he tell the friends, this is the time to share the secrets of reincarnation. So he said, it says 6 years will work. There are different levels that the soul come from, or the soul need to do work. So even, there is an echo?
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's okay.
that's weird. I think this is why we canceled it at the beginning. Yeah, no, I don't, so don't it. It's like, I'm hearing myself that one. Yeah, I think you can hear me without this. So here he says, there are a level that there is the angel Matat. It's come from there is different worlds. It's called Olam Bri'ah. Okay, Olam Bri'ah. Over there are 6 levels, from Chesed to Yesod. Chesed to Gvura, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, Yesod. So there are times that the soul need to correct over there till she complete the 6 levels, 6 steps. So this is why it says 6 years the soul will work, like become a slave over there will work. So that's the 6th level till the soul correct. Then there is another level. So he says, when the soul coming back because of different desire to receive oneself alone, there are few ways why the soul coming to the world. Why is she coming back? One, it can be because the soul have desire to receive oneself alone and didn't correct it. The second, maybe the soul didn't complete the work with the Torah and the precepts. Torah and the precepts. Okay? And the Ari writes that there is another option why the soul coming back. There are some souls that coming back to teach us. Let's say the sometimes righteous souls, they don't have to come back, but they coming back to help us, to teach us all of those books, so they teach us, okay? So they come as teachers, right? Like to the world. And here he says, so there are 6 years, and then there's another place, it means in the 7th year, the soul will actually will go out and have freedom. But he says that when the soul is in different level, there is another level that that is connecting with the 7th level. It's called Malchut of Atzilut. Again, we don't need to remember the whole details, just for us to understand how much more there is from what we see. Here just mentioned 2 levels, but again, in each level there is more levels. And it says that when the righteous, he in that place, because the 7 connected with the level of Shabbat. Shabbat is Saturday, right? Shabbat. So what do we mean Shabbat? Why it says in the 7 he will walk out to free? Because in Shabbat there's no work on the desire to receive oneself alone. There's no work it's not supposed to be a work in the 1% world, because we're supposed to elevate ourselves to a higher level, and the soul's supposed to rest, right? So we can be busy with the desire to receive oneself alone, let's say on Shabbat, because the soul supposed to rest, okay? So he says, so in that level of Shabbat, there's no work. And because there's no work and the soul comes from that place, this is why it says at the 7th year, it will walk out and for free, because there's no shibud, there's no slavery over there. Well, what I want us to connect here with this with this weak energy from related to what we study, because Rav Ashlag mentioned a lot about the Torah and the precepts. Torah and precepts, right? Almost every class we're talking about it, right? So it's something we need to start to engrave and to have that desire of what does it mean for me in my weekdays. How can I connect with that level of Torah and mitzvot? How can I connect with the level of tree of life and the ways to connect with tree of life? Because one thing is I have the desire to connect with tree of life. The other thing is I need to use tools. So yes, there are a lot of laws, but the laws, it says, because we can study the dry laws and be like robots, and then, okay, we can do things just in a 1% way, but I need to connect also with the spirit way. Because remember, everything that we have, I mentioned it once just to remind us, we have it in this world, and we have it the same in the upper world. So when I'm activating something here, I'm actually pushing the energy up, and I'm connecting with the root, and I'm downloading the energy from the root here to the Malchut. And this is how I can actually feel the energy, feel the blessings, right? But if I'm doing just 1% without the right intention, not necessarily the light will stay in my vessel. So maybe I will feel it and then disappear because maybe I didn't prepare my vessel in the right way. So many times we feel the energy, but it doesn't last, it doesn't stay, right? And we want to create that vessel that the light will stay. So this is why many times we get frustrated, right? How come? Many years I'm doing this, I'm doing that. How come? And the opponent, he will try to nag us, and he try to make us like to leave, to like no, it's not for you. Stop doing this. Maybe try this. Maybe study this. He will start to send us to whatever like places in our brain, mind, or past, future, whatever, just to help us to waste time. Just waste time. Let me put illusions in your brain, and you will be busy with those illusions, but time will pass, and it's fine. So I make sure you stay with me. Do you see what I'm saying? So if we go to the past and we check ourselves, we'll see like, wow, how much time I wasted on different things, different illusions that actually not mine even. Just I live in a cloud or whatever, and I thought, why? Because Satan planted over there. It makes sense back then, and then it stays with me. And if it doesn't serve me, I don't want it. There are things in life that it's under my control, and there are things in life that they're not in my control. So it means I need to, if I really want it, I need to create a vessel to achieve it. So I need to check what is in my control right now, what I can do something about it. If it's not in my control, let's say if it depends on other people, your boss, your husband, your this, it's not in your control. What do you want to do? So if I'm get frustrated from it, I need to understand just a second what I'm doing. I'm actually trying to decide for the other person that he will do what I want him to do or will give me what I want him to give me. It's not in my control. So we have to start to differentiate and to make sure to see how my opponent, because it's really, really thin line. Because we know how he tricks us also. It's like it comes in a way like of, I'm right, you are right. And we absolutely right. But how it serves me? It doesn't serve me. If it's not in my control, it doesn't serve me. You know what? What is in my control? You know what? So pray. Pray to the light. Torah and precepts, right? Use the Torah. Use Tree of Life. Use the precepts. Use the power of prayer. Good evening. Use power of prayer, right? So I need to make sure what is in my control. What I can do. What is not in my control, okay, so why I need to be busy with that? Does that make sense? And we have so many empty spaces like that we're wasting our time and energy instead of investing it in what in my control. Instead of like putting all of my thoughts about things that not in my control. Okay? So, and again, we can take it to different areas in our life. Can be in workplace, can be with family, can be with love relationship, can be with the sustenance, can be with a lot of stuff, because we're dealing with a lot of stuff during the day, right? So I have to start to, when we're talking about Torah and precepts, we're talking about cleaving myself to the light of the Creator. I want to check, really to check to like where I'm at, where He's taking me with my thoughts, what I'm thinking about, because physically we can be in a place, but spiritually I'm not there. So maybe right now I'm wasting time. So what I'm doing here physically, I'm 1% present, I'm not present. So I want to make sure I'm trying to shrink the gaps and remove empty spaces. That can happen if I'm starting to take control. And we're talking about Tree of Life, it's about to take back the control to give it to the creator, to the light. Because if I'm not checking in what's going on, for sure I'm actually connected with my opponent. For sure. So I'm not actually, I don't have control. So most of the time, without paying attention, we're dealing with a lot of stuff that I don't have control. So he wants to show me other people, different situations I don't have control about. Just let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Waste time. It's okay, fine, don't worry. And by doing it, we plant in more negative seeds without even knowing. And it's kind of a snowball that's growing, and then we don't even pay attention. So we need to start to say, just a second, okay, what Rabbi is telling us? It sounds simple, but we see in our daily days, it's not so simple. Because first of all, if you pay attention, you're really to the day. Most of us, we have our life schedule, right? Like let's say you have your day work, you have the food you like, you have the restaurant you like, if you're married, if you're not married, you have girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. We have like kind of, let's say structure. Here and there we change in the structure. Even from the point of food or drinks, we have almost the same things we like or don't like. Yes? Right? We just change maybe the days or the hours or whatever, right? So if we pay attention, we see like almost every day is almost the same. Just checking. So if I'm doing almost the same things, and I have expectation that something new will come in, how it can come in? Does it make sense? It can't. If you're doing the same things and you have expectation that, let's say, I don't know, you're going to be fit or lose weight or have six pack or, I don't know, be smart, but you're not studying, you're not going to the gym, you don't do nothing about it. So how are you going to change? So you plant a dream, this is what I'm saying, like, oh yeah, one day I will do this, one day. When is that one day? Why not today? So I have to start to bring everything that whatever I have here, right, in the air, to bring it to the present time. I said, just a second. What tree of life is telling me? If I want to cleave myself a tree of life, remember what we need to do. What the things we need to do? What are you telling us? We need to purify our vessel, to purify my body consciousness. Because my body consciousness speaks to me most of the day. And because I'm so used to it, I don't pay attention. It's from the light, it's from the body, it's me. Who is me? It's my body, it's my soul. We don't even think about it, but it's a kind of automatic way, right? But we have to start to ask questions. Ask questions. Again, not to ask just to stay, but to ask and the Zohar written in a way that always there are questions and answers. Why? Rabbi Shimon want to show us that we need to ask questions. Most of the time we're asking the wrong questions. Okay, well at least we're asking. We need to start to ask the question from the right place. Not from a victim place, not from why they, no, this we can't get the answer. Because even we will get the answer, we're not going to agree to the answer. We're going to whine about the answer, so no. I want to ask questions from control place. It means that I want to have the control on my life, on my happiness, on my wealth, on my health, okay? So I want to know what I need to change in order for me to cleave myself with the blessings, with tree of life, to receive more blessings. Not depend on no one. Depend on my thoughts and my action and my connection. So I want to have more that I can share more. Does it make sense or no?
Yes.
So imagine how much time we're wasting about things that I don't have control of. And we're talking about it. I'm sharing it recently, just for us to see what even people that not in spirituality and not even study Kabbalah. It was many years ago. I don't remember how many years, but many years ago. Dr. Walker, he is a natural doctor, right? Just no pills, nothing, just natural. And he met like hundreds of patients, right? And what the conclusion he came with, that why people get sick, but those dangerous sicknesses, gossiping. Gossiping. Can you imagine? We teach in it with this. Gossiping, because he listened to so many people about their problems. Gossiping. Rechilut. Can you imagine? So the thing is, so people can say, oh, it's because of the food. But it's a lot of things together. But if my consciousness is not in the right place, you can eat most whatever healthy food in the world, but if whatever energy you transmitting, is going into your body parts, it's going to hurt the person. So we need to, just a second, the Rav said, consciousness is everything. Wow, let me fix it here first. Yeah, then food, this 1%, no problem. Yes, of course we need to eat healthy food and everything. But I want to make sure that I'm putting like my body, mind and soul, because Tree of Life talking about everything. It's everything. It can't be just this or just this. No. Oh, give me just that. No. Not even with desire. We want to have everything. If I'm focusing my energy, just that. If you give me just that, I'm going to be happy. Then what's happened? You're going to receive it. Then suddenly, okay, what about the rest? Oh, now I want money. But just again, you told the light, make up your mind. You don't give me soulmate, I'm going to be happy, whatever, right? Okay, which type of soulmate, which type of life you want to be having with soulmate? You want money, you want to be rich, you want to be poor, you want what? There's so many details. So also for desire, we need, because sometimes also because we don't bring ourselves to the present time, the opponent will put even words in our mouth. We have a feeling and suddenly we express it, right? Now, we need to know that something very important the Kabbalists explain, and just for us to understand what does it mean Tree of Life. The Kabbalah is saying that there are, for each person, it can be different day, but there are times and the hours and the week and the months, we don't know those times. Each person can receive it in a different time. It's called Et Ratzon. It means the heavens are open, just for you right now. Whatever you're going to say, going to be manifested. Good or bad. So, if we know that, I want to use what? Good. You want to use bad? No. But if most of my day, we don't pay attention because we get used to it, but we need to start to pay attention. To check about our thoughts and to check what we're talking about. Because even we want good, but many times we mention it in a bad and negative way. So why not to say the good? If a person doesn't feel well, so instead of saying I'm not feeling well, just say I want to feel better. So the other person will understand. This is we study from Jacob, from the Torah. This is what he's going to understand that you need more energy. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to start to train because it's easy. Remember, for connecting with the empty space, the Zohar says in Truma, it's empty and free. It's free. So free. This is why we're using most of the time terms in a negative way without paying attention. It's free. So we feel good about it. But to start to mention things in a positive way, I need to make effort for it. Because I'm creating a vessel for the light of the Creator to be revealed. So for positive things, I need to activate my thoughts, my brain, and to restrict what I want to say or not to say, right? If I'm not doing it, automatically I'm going to talk about whatever. Whatever comes to me, no restriction, blah, 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 blah. But then I'm planting so many seeds. I have no idea even which seeds I plant. So Tree of Life have rules and tools. And here's what it says. Some of the souls come back because they didn't complete the connection with the Torah and the precepts in the right way, right? So here we ended the last class. Remember, with it says that we're supposed to work. He says, remember, to work with the Torah and the precepts. Why? To do nachat ruach leyotzro, to create the proper vessel that the light can dwell in the vessel. We said like when an airplane wants to land, right? They're preparing the right road for it, right? There is a name for it. How do you call it? Runway, right? But it need to be the right runway.
Yes.
Because each airplane have different weight. If it's not the right one, God forbid, we don't want to, So it have to be the right one, right? Velo klal ha'anat atzmo, and that vessel cannot have that desire to receive oneself alone. Now, nobody says it's easy. Nobody says it's easy. But it's our job. When we want anything in life when we want, it's easy. There are things that come, let's say, easy, but maybe because we earned them in past life, whatever, money, soulmates, get pregnant. There is some people like pregnant like that. There is women that need like a few years going to doctor, this, right, till they have a kid, right? There's people have money like that, and people working up. So, but we can't just, oh, why he have, I don't have. No, different correction. So you have something else. You get married, he doesn't marry, but you have money. You have money, different things, right? So each person have his own correction, okay? So, but the thing is, for those things that we're working for, I want to pay attention that I'm preparing my vessel that less and less to work on myself, to have less and less desire to receive for oneself alone. I want it because I want to influence. Because everything that we can receive, we can influence others. So if I want it to my ego, it's not good. So we're thinking about the light, whatever. I want a new car, I want a new home, you want an airplane, who cares? Why not? You want a spaceship, fine. Don't limit your desire, why not? But the question why? Whatever desire we have to stop, just to ask myself, why I want it? Oh, just for me, to show off, to this, or just think, you know what, if I have an airplane, I can take all of my friends to the land of Israel once a year to do tzaddikim too. Wow, amazing, no? That's not for you. Rest of the year you rent the airplane. Why not? Yeah, you can make money also and you can share. I want a new car to share with people. I want this. Everything that we have, we can somehow, we need the light to flow through it, because we need the matter work on the light of the Creator. But if we stop in the flow, so something will start to happen in the matter. Okay, whatever we have in life. So we have to have the flow. So, but the flow of everything in my position, it's according me. I'm the owner of those physical stuff. According to my consciousness, this is how I'm going to affect. So it's going to affect, it can affect my body parts. It can affect everything that is in my position. So nobody's against us. We blocking the energy of the pipes of tree of life. So what the Kabbalah is telling us, just go back. Just go back. So what? You're doing a diet. Let's say you're on a diet, whatever, cleansing. And you went to a party and you ate cheesecake and pizza, whatever. So let's cry about it? No, enjoy. Okay, so you know what? I'll continue tomorrow. Next. We don't do the next. We will cry about this pizza. People try to throw up, people, whatever, So you fail. So what we're going to do? When we fail, we're losing twice. Why? One, the opponent telling us, oh, you're in a party, have fun, enjoy this cheesecake, whatever, I'll die tomorrow, huh? So you take in the bath, and then suddenly he tell you, are you stupid? What you just did? You fast, you're doing whatever, diet for 1 month, then you eat this, that's gone, it's gone, that's it. You're going to be fat. And suddenly you feel fat. Now you lose twice. Now you run to the restroom, you try to throw up. What? So this is how the opponent works. He makes us lose twice. He makes us to believe, and then tell us, what you did? What you did? You make so much effort. And remember, the Rav said, we have to say to ourselves, I know I'm not okay. Let's continue. Because he wants me to believe, oh, no, you're okay. You're okay. But I'm here to correct. It's not the question if we're going to fall or not. We're going to fall, the Rav said. We're going to fall. The question is, how long we're going to stay there and how we're going to stand up and continue. So we have to know ourselves and to find, remember the tricks we said, Rav said, find tricks against your own opponent. And just jump from this place. Okay, you fail, stand up, continue. And there is so many nature and games that showing us that, they score, you don't see the other team sit and cry. There is more time to game. Yeah, let's go. So okay, take the ball, and they play, they do the best they can. Okay? So it says, till the candle is still lit, when we still have our soul, we can still correct. We can still do the work. So if I fail, I'm still here, stand up. Let's continue. And in any area in our life. So instead of punishing ourselves and cry about it, we already did mistake. So now what? How is it going to help me if I'm going to continue to beat myself up? I'm going to correct it faster? No, I'm going to waste more time. So we have to look, when we look at the past, we want to see, just a second, how much time I wasted about things we said not in my control, And then things actually in my control, sometimes the opponent tricked me and I didn't do nothing about it. And maybe till today, I still didn't do nothing about it. It can be even a simple phone call to someone that we still didn't do. And we still analyzing and thinking 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 years. So he says, so when we do that, we're preparing the right vessel to the Creator, not for my desire to receive for oneself, because why I'm not taking action? I'm thinking about myself. Think about it. Why are we not taking actions we're supposed to take? Because remember, the first thought comes from the light. The second thought comes from the opponent. The first thought will tell you, call the person, call this. The second thought will tell you, are you crazy? No, let him call you. He will think, or she, whatever, think you are weak, think you are this, and then we believe because it's empty and free. Oh, yeah, it's okay, no. So we don't want to break any klipa. But if I want the light of the Creator to be revealed, listen to the light. Without thinking, what was the first thought? No, why I'm not choosing the good? Why I'm choosing the second opinion, not the first one? Because if the light not give me the answer, how I'm going to have no if I have already yes? Sometimes the first thought will be no also, that's fine. But the next thought will come and tell you yes. Bless you. And then we're going to call, and again we're going to get on the head maybe. And we said, oh, I knew it. I should. If you knew it, why you call? So we have to start to listen more, to listen to the light. Listen. And he says, but we need to pay attention. Why are we choosing the second opinion? Because it's coming from the desire to receive oneself alone. We listen more to the body consciousness. Again, everything is mixed like a salad, in our brain, in our body, feelings, emotions, movies, pictures. I was like saying, most of the time what we see, it's damaged pictures. We collecting through all of our life, damaged pictures. And every time there is a situation, suddenly all of the damaged pictures coming up, and we analyze it so fast, and then the feelings coming up, everything is mixed in a split of a second, and then what's happened? We saying something or we doing something. Right. But maybe it's not the right thing to do now. Maybe it was like 20 years ago. Why now? Boom. We activating everything from the beginning, and now we're like falling again to that point. But why? Why? Because we didn't correct it back then. I created empty space. I didn't deal with it. It's going around by the years and coming back even, it's look like different, but it's the same, but it's come stronger because I grow and it grow with me, right? I don't recognize it's from the past. Bam, I fell again. So we have to start to pay more attention to see what's coming up and what's not coming up according to my desire to receive oneself alone. And then it says, Anikra Lishma. So if we'll do that, then we come to a place that we're doing the spiritual work and the connection with the light from the right intention. From the right intention. Because, how many times it's happened to us? What is right intention? We felt that people come and speak to us, but they have agenda. Did you feel it once? That he's talking, but they have agenda? So if we can feel it, what about the light? Think about it. If I can feel it, that the person is like mumbling, okay, what do you want? Just say it. What do you want? Oh, I need your car. So why half an hour we're talking with me? Just there. Can I have your car for tonight? Yes, take the car. Come on. I love you, my friend. You know what? But we can feel that there is something behind the words, right? So it means when we have desire to receive oneself alone, we're not coming clean. We're not clean. We're coming with this filth. We need to start to be honest toward the light. So it means I need to pay attention to what I'm saying. Remember I told you we need to record ourselves to listen to what we're saying? Try it. I'm telling you, try it. Don't believe me. You go to a coffee with your friend or whatever, just don't tell her. You just record to listen to yourself after. And see how many things you said in the conversation that one is not in your control. You just mumble. How many gossiping maybe you talked? How many times you hurt yourself in that conversation? Instead of like you could invest, study from the Zohar, study from the righteous, or just study from whatever you want, something that will elevate you both. You're going to walk out of this conversation stronger and connecting more with the Creator instead of like wasting your time about mumbling whatever. And also we want to check really what did I say that? Did I say that? So it means this is my belief system? So we actually saying things that blocking myself to cleave myself with the blessings. I don't even listen to myself. Because remember the damaged pictures? We see something, we just say it. We see, we say it. So I believe in it because I see the picture. So I'm saying it. Who told you it's true? How do you know? Do you know it's true? How do you know? Do this test. Believe me, I want to hear some feedbacks. אבל יש להראה לכאורה אחרת דבריהם אלו, but we need to wonder and to think about those words of the righteous. הלא מצאנו כמה לומדים שלא הועיל להם עסק בתורה. We find few that study and it didn't help them, the study of the Torah, he says Rav Ashlag. Wow. שיזכו על ידי המאור שבא לבוא לשמוע, that even they studied the light, because he says, remember, the light of the Torah will bring us back, right? So he said it didn't help them. They didn't come to the place that to do it from the right intention. אומנם, but, Rav Ashlag saying, עניין העסק בתורה ומצוות שלא לשמה, הפירוש שהוא מאמין בהשם יתברך בתורה ובשכר ועונש, ועוסק בתורה מחמת השם. So he said, so what does it mean? Now we give another explanation. Rav Ashlag saying, what does it mean so one intention, to be busy and work with the tree of life, the Torah and the precepts. He says, not from the right intention. What does it mean? Perush. And now we explain that the person believe in the Creator, believe in the Torah, tree of life, and believe in the reward and punishment. Reward and punishment. שכר ועונש. והוא עוסק בתורה מחמת שם יתברך, and he is working and busy with the tree of life, with the Torah. Why? Because the Creator told him to do it. Command him to do. ציווה. Command him to do. אבל משתף ענת עצמו עם עשיית הנחת רוח ליוצרו, but he involved his desire to receive oneself alone together with creating the proper vessel to the Creator, but he involved the desire to receive oneself alone. And if with all of his effort that he is making with the Torah, tree of life, and the precepts, יוודא לו שלא יגיע לו על ידי עסק בתואר גדול שום מעלות. So if he will know that he didn't receive any pleasure for himself in a private way, הוא מתחרט על גדול, so he will regret. So if he will know that everything he didn't receive nothing to desire, nothing stay for desire to receive oneself alone, so he will regret. Oh, how much effort I did all of those years and nothing happened, right? You know how many times it's happened, if you think maybe it's happened to you, or different people that maybe left the center or left any spirituality. What people complain about, I was there for 5 years, 6 years, and nothing really happened. You heard it before? Maybe it's happened to you. No, I'm in Kabbalah for 10 years. Nothing, I don't know. It's nice, but no. What do you mean? First of all, to think about it, to say like nothing happened, it's also good. Because what do you mean nothing happened? Thank God you're still here, you're healthy, you're good. What do you mean nothing happened?
It's fine.
Do you know all of those 5 or 10 years, how much did you pay by your effort to being saved from whatever you're supposed to go through? So first of all, this is a miracle by itself, that you're good. Thank God, right? Mm-hmm. Second, if, let's say you said nothing, this is my comment, nothing happened, so I need to ask myself, just a second, what I'm really doing to something happen? I'm giving sport because it's easy to understand. Many times there are people, you have been in a gym once? You go to gym? You've been? Yes? You know gym? Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. So it's easy to see because you see consciousness. When you go to the gym, you can tell. If you ask people, oh, this is 1 year, this is 2 years, this is 5 years, 10 years, whatever. So you can see different levels of even muscles, right? Again, we're not Schwarzenegger, but you can see. So you see those people that just on a treadmill and maybe watching Netflix or whatever and just, walk in and then take a shower, go home. See those people that come and there are different levels of even effort. Again, not to be bodybuilder, but so by the energy, and we can be honest about our life, right? I have to be honest. So I can say, listen, Michael, I went to the gym 1 year and look, I don't see, So So we think, my belief system said, oh, if I'm going to the gym, I'm supposed to be lean, I'm supposed to have six-pack, I'm supposed to do this. Just a second, but maybe, I don't know what you do in the gym first of all. You go into the gym. Second, gym is just, 1 hour? What you doing in the rest of the day? I don't know what you do. Maybe you're not sleeping enough. Maybe you're eating like whatever. You're eating a pie of pizza at 12 at night. I don't know what you're doing, right? So we sometimes we think, oh, I'm at the center. What do you mean? I'm scanning the Zohar. I'm doing an Bekoach. Yeah, but how long it take you? 5 minutes? What you doing the rest of the day? You're restricting. You checking your negativity. You changing. What are you doing? You still judging. What you working at? What you fighting? Which clip are you breaking? So a person, let's say workout is easy to maybe to understand because he says, oh, you know what? You're right. I'm eating late. You know, I like to eat before I go to sleep pie of pizza. Okay, so maybe eat a pie of pizza at 4. I don't know. Whatever you want to eat, you enjoy pie at 4. So when you go to sleep at 10, at least your stomach may be empty. Maybe, I don't know. Just whatever, right? Or maybe not pie of pizza, eat I don't know, salad, whatever. So at least physically we can measure, right? Spirituality, it's much more harder for us, right? Because spirituality, we said, just a second, I need to check, like we said, gossiping, it's bad, right? How many of us, we know that, right? This doctor, he realized his patients, they actually get sick because all of the gossiping about other people and the situation, they're busy with other people's life, not even with their life, all their negativity. So if I find myself, maybe I have evil tongue, maybe I'm gossiping, maybe I'm judging, maybe I'm crying all day about my love. So each one of us needs to check just a second. What I'm doing to change that? So how am I going to have more blessings if I'm still in my desire to receive oneself alone? So this is what he says. So why we don't see change? Because we doing Zohar, we doing this, we busy, we study, and then we go home and we keep our same life. So how is it going to change? It's not going to change. So receiving light and we throw it to the opponent. Receiving light and throw it to the opponent. Does it make sense now? Why he says he's not going to see any change. So what he will say, he says, right? He will say, oh, you know, why I invest so many years? I didn't really see any big change. הוא מתחרט על כל יגדו שיגיע מטעם שאינה את עצמו מתחילתו. כסבור שגם הוא ייהנה מטרחתו, כגון זה, שלא לשמה נקרא. ואף על פי כן התירו חז"ל את תחילת העסק בתורה ובמצוות, גם שלא לשמה, and this is why he says, but the righteous are telling us, you know, first of all, we can't judge our consciousness, we can't judge people consciousness, because we don't really know what people have in their mind. I don't know what you have in your mind right now. And you know, we don't know what I have in mind, right? So we don't know. So he says the righteous, this is why because there are two opinions, right? So the second opinion, he says, this is why the righteous said, even the person doesn't have the right intention, he should connect with the tree of life and the precepts. Because you know what? At least we are on the way. So one day it will click and I can shift my consciousness. But if I know I can't, so I'm not even start. So if you already go to the gym and you're doing this, maybe one day you look to the side and see a person doing like the same age doing something else. You know what, maybe I should do that, or maybe I will lose more weight. I don't know. When suddenly you do that, and so you feel great, and then slowly you do something, right? So at least you go in there, and there is a chance that, you know, something will click, and maybe you want to make more effort. מטעם שמתוך שלא לשמה בלשמה, so even you don't have the right intention, you will come to a place to have the right intention. כמבואר לאל, אומנם בלי ספק, without any doubt, אם העוסק הזה לא זכה עדיין לאמונת השם יתברך בתורתו, if that person didn't receive yet the full certainty with the Creator and his tree of life, אלא מתגורר בספקות חס ושלום, but he still have a lot of doubts, God forbid, לא עליו אמרו חז"ל שמתוך לשמה ובלשמה, so not, they didn't say about that person, that if he doesn't have the right intention, we come to the right intention. Because we're talking about if we all day with doubts and we're waiting for the Creator to save us and to help us and all of that, he said not about that type of consciousness he's talking about. They're talking about the person that actually he's pushing himself and he tried to connect and try to do everything, still, but maybe he wants for himself. You know what? I will scan the Zohar because I want to have a soulmate. Okay, That's good. It's good desire, but still you're thinking about yourself, right? Or whatever. I want money. I want, one of the things that Rav Ashlag, Rav Breinman taught the Rav, one of the things that how to pray for something that we need. And he said, if you need something, find someone else that have the same need and pray for them. So of course, just a second, think about it, The light know everything or no?
Yes.
Now we can sit here and, I need money, I need love, I need, everything. I need health, right? Of course we can talk with the Creator, we should, express our feelings, no problem. But I need to know that the light know what I need. But he can't give me like in a free way. I need to do something to receive it, right? So if I can find someone, let's say sustenance, health, or soulmate, or whatever I need, work even, right? And I'm praying for that person, but also I need to have the certainty that the light will go through my vessel, because also I can have a doubt. I can pray for someone and still Satan can tell me, yeah, but what about you? What about you? What about you? Also it can happen, right? So, but why we want to start to use those type of tools? I want to really check how my opponent is talking to me. Because if I'm not doing those exercises, what's happening? He's 24 hours, he's talking to us. We don't even pay attention. We just believe in him. When we start to do some light exercise, suddenly we hear his voice louder. And he's like, whoa, what's going on, guy? Hey, dude, what's going on? Like, relax. Tranquilo un poquitito, let me express myself, no? Like, what's it? Suddenly we hear him. Whoa, loud, right? So we're just trying to leave his club, he's like freaking out. So we want to hear our opponent, how we fight him back. Wow, okay. Because we need to know ourselves in that sense. So, not for that live in doubts all day long. No, I want to change, I want to do, yes, I know I have desire to see myself, I know that, we all have it. I know, but you know what? I would like to learn how to shift it. And I would like to hear my desire to receive myself alone and to find tricks to win. Wow, you know what? Now it's amazing. So now when I'm coming to the tool, I'm coming because I want to change the desire to receive myself alone. I need help. So I'm coming from a place I need help. And also if I need something, like we said, okay, let's find someone that I need to pray for him, and the light anyway will go through my vessel. It says, HaMevarech mevorach. The one that he blessing someone, he been blessed first. Yes?
If you're doing it, okay, let's say my intention is for somebody to have sustenance because I want it. Aren't I doing that for myself alone because I'm praying for the other person?
No, it's a way to walk out from a desire to survive oneself alone, because you want to pray for the person in an honest way, because you have really need.
Yeah.
So you concentrate about him.
Right.
But that light going through us, let's say one thing that, if you want to give another exercise, and maybe you can use it also, try, don't believe it, try.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know that exercise helped me before even a new Kabbalah. Like I just kind of received this message and had to do it, and wow, it was like unbelievable. If there is someone that you still feel that he did something to you, or you're looking for his, even someone from high school even, you're not even talking with the guy, but still or women, and you still remember the name and remember the damaged pictures, and suddenly you see the picture, you go back to the situation, you feel it in your heart, you feel it in your emotion, so it means it still sits in your heart. And you want to be spiritual, you want to connect with the tree of life, you want to have the light, to look at the blessings, but the light cannot enter now, we're filled. So one of the exercises we can do, start to pray and bless the person. And what it does, it's first of all, we purified my heart. Yes, so I do have agenda. But what is my agenda?
It's a good
To
agenda.
purify my vessel.
But
Yes, Cindy? You see it different?
can I
Yeah.
Of course we have agenda.
Right.
But I want the light from the Creator. We want the energy from people. This is desire to oneself alone. So it means, for example, okay, I'm just giving a small example. Let's say if you decide, not just you, anyone, right? You decide tomorrow morning, you know what, I heard Michael put a post today, let's just share simple love, right? A post today, let's share, because I was like saying, and tell myself, simple love we call it. Let's share simple love, right? So you're happy, you go to Starbucks, or commercial, not Starbucks, whatever, coffee. You buy to few of your friends from the office. Yes? 5 coffee, yes? You come, good morning, you're happy, you give each one of them a coffee. So let's say 3 of them say thank you and appreciate, and one of them, he didn't say thank you. Now, what will happen? Even you are happy, you know what will happen?
That'll bother you.
You will go to the office, you don't care, you continue, and you start to work, and suddenly the opponent will come and start to nag you. He will put this damaged picture of you giving everyone, and this didn't say thank you, and even you don't care. But slowly, by the day, suddenly you're going to pick up more pictures, you will add from the past, and suddenly you start to feel, wow, he's a rude guy, like how come? Why, you can't say thank you, what's going on? It's happened to us without paying attention. We try even to remove it, but it means, first of all, it means a lot. It means like, I have like big agenda, I have like a even belief system, whatever we have, like, it's a lot of spiritual work we can do. It's also the coffee. It's not about even the money. It's about something we need to purify between me and the light, not between me and this person, me and the light. Because whatever reason, maybe he didn't pay attention with this, I don't know, whatever happened, it's not even personal against me, But what's happening to us, many times we don't pay attention, we want the energy from the person. And if he's not giving me that energy, what's happened to my vessel? I feel empty, I feel frustrated, now my fears, now this, like, such a balagan in my head, right? A lot of chaos. So we have to start to pay attention to what's going on in my vessel. Because again, no one is against us, first of all. The light want to do what?
Yeah.
The light wants us to be happy. 24/7. This is why I need to know myself. I need to know my bottoms. Again, when I'm saying to know ourselves, it's a never-ending story. I correct something else, right? Again, we can't think about it, overthinking all day long about it. No, don't do that. I'm just saying, if something click in a day, and something pinch us, go to the side, take 2 or 3 minutes, close your eyes and see just again, what's going on? Why? Why it's bothering me? If you don't have time, just write it down and deal with it after. We have to take the 2-3 minutes, whatever time to deal. If not, we continue the day, we're coming home, we're hungry, we're tired, we go to sleep, and then we start a new day with all the garbage of the past day. But it's a new day. Right? If I didn't detox the other day, we actually walk in with a lot of baggages. So we have to detox. Not just physically the body, also the spiritually.
Just
Right?
like you throw out the garbage every day. Same
Yes. Take up the garbage.
thing.
So let's stop here and let's listen to the Rav. What's happened? This one is not on. I was confused for a second. Just find the remote. Where's the remote? Oh, here's the remote. Okay, if it's going to restart. Second. Delete this. Okay. Let me just play and then put it again.
Do with what we're talking here?
Yes. I mean, how could it be a Gail Glaveshnik? Could he be enclosed in Gava, which is ego? I mean, how could there be a concept of Gava? How could there be good in Gava?
Gava is
Right?
ego.
How can there be any good in being haughty, being egotistical? Could there be something good in that?
It depends how we look at it. The human eye.
However I'm going to look at it.
Well, if we look at it from this point of view.
So we say yes. Well, I'll give you 1,000 examples of how there should be gava. You know where there should be gava? And that was one of the problems with middle class Jews in America. I mean, he wouldn't maintain his position as the patriarch of the family, right? I mean, he wanted to be liberal, show that, you know, not too much difference between me and you, son, me and you, daughter, you know.
I went the class
We're
with
pretty
that,
close to each other,
this one.
you see? We're friends.
We're friends.
I mean, you think you'd like to do that? I should have stood down and said, I'm the father. I know better. For whatever reasons, I know better. So there is something into saying, no, I'm better. If I'm not better, then why would anyone want to listen to me? So there is a necessity. I mean, I'm not, you know, I give you 1,000 different examples of how we will agree that I'm better than somebody. It is a very positive attitude. It's a very positive trait in achieving some good, right? But it's not who we show at God, is it? There is still something there that says, I am better. Now, we'll justify it a million ways, but a little bit, right? So it doesn't answer for us completely. So the expression, you know, he's enclosed in this gava. You know, a person is down and out. His last salvation is God help me. Some people, when they finally come to the realization, God should help them, right? That means God is above. Like this, if you're an atheist, God is not above. But he's different than me. He's better than me. What is an atheist? Nobody above him. An atheist must be enclosed in gava. Why does he resent the idea of God? What's wrong? Let be a God. Oh, God bothers you. I always used to laugh at the idea of atheism. I mean, you know. What's bothering you? So there is so he is up there. Why does it bother you? No, I don't want it to be that way. Why does it bother you? The same idea. What does it bother us about other people? It bothers us. It's the same idea. Same idea. Except that becomes clothed with religious philosophy and all the other junk that goes with it. But what you said is the bottom line. You said it's the bottom line. The little ego can manifest itself in a million different ways. Infinite ways. Infinite ways.
Who's that?
There's some color water over there. So it's amazing, you know, every time we study something and then the Rav is just confirm, you know, thing what he's saying. So it's beautiful. So let's take this really like this week and concentrate more. We have all the support we need from the cosmos to do this, especially this week. This week is all about reincarnation. So we might see more things that, you know, that we didn't see before. Maybe more situations will happen and will come up to the surface. So it's just for us to fix them. Again, not just physically to go and fix the things, it's more internal. To have the understanding, to do the restriction, to check it out, what field I have there, what emotions I have there, you know, and to use the tools to remove it from my system. Maybe different wrong belief systems will start to appear. So I want to check them. Because our job, remember what I was saying, our job is to remove that body consciousness and to remove that desire to receive oneself alone. And if we will take a feeling or a thought that still bother me, and you will be honest with yourself and you just close your eye and go to the depth of it and to the root of it, you will see that the root of it and the way we express ourselves, it's me, and more me. Because I'm thinking about myself. And that we want to now, so it means I'm losing actually. Because if I'm thinking about myself and I feel good, okay, so you feel good, you're happy. But if I don't feel good, it bothers me, it means I created an empty space, I created a blockage in that pipe of light that connects me with the tree of life. I'm not receiving the blessings I'm supposed to receive. So my vessel feel the pain right now. So I'm trying to continue with life, but still have pain in different areas. But it's on me to purify it. Because remember, there are things you can't control. So you can't control that the person will say thank you or not thank you, yes? Or you're going to enforce him to say thank you. But you can control your feeling about it. So delete it. It's not good for you. Right? So so it's good actually. You know what? Maybe it's good he didn't say thank you because he show you what blockage you have and just, yeah, it's uncomfortable. I don't like it. Okay. But but we're here to change. Nobody says it's going to be like just a pink road with roses and everything. Yeah, sometimes, but most of the time we came here to correct. So if I'm coming with the right intention, the light and the angels, they will guide us. It says, wherever you want to go, the angels will lead you. So if I want to believe in negativity, they show you you're right. If you want to see the positivity and the light, they will show you how to do it. So where I'm at here, that's what the angels will actually lead me. So especially this week, it's the energy of reincarnation. Let's use whatever Avashak and whatever click with each one of us, that I want really to pay more attention and to receive the extra support from the cosmos to help me to grow spiritually and to be a better version of myself. Okay? So good luck for all of us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.